Hi guys! Today is Thursday, March 19th, and it is the first day of spring today. And what we see outside happening, the rain, that is very typical of a spring day. So we will probably have lots of those moving forward. But what we can look forward to are warmer temperatures and more days of sunshine. So that means we can get outside. And soon we'll be able to look outside and we'll see the leaves starting to grow on the trees, and we will see the little buds of the flowers starting, and soon it will not look gloomy outside. It will be beautiful and colorful. Believe me, I cannot wait for that. So as we start today, we are going to go through our sight words like we did yesterday. I have the 10 that we did yesterday, and then I have the next 10 that we've learned after that. So we'll get started with that and just say them as you see them. I, a, can, the, we, go, see, like, to, at, get, have, is, play, on, he, she, look, in, with. All right. So when we're reviewing our sight words, I hope that you are saying them with me, or even trying to beat me. Try to say them before I say them. That's good practice too, and it's kind of fun. So we'll move on to our book. The book for today is called Beagle, the Unimaginary Friend. So before we read, I want to make sure that you know what an imaginary friend is, because that's what Beagle is. If you see Beagle here, he's not a person. He's not like a little boy or a little girl that we see on the playground or try to play with when we're playing outside. Beagle is an imaginary friend, and an imaginary friend is someone special that you create in your mind using your imagination. And sometimes when you're bored, or maybe you just need a friend, sometimes kids like to have an imaginary friend that they play games with. Obviously, this person is just made in your imagination. It's not a real person, but it's still kind of fun to have. Not everybody has them. It's kind of cool if you can make that up and have somebody like that. But this is just a fun story about a little imaginary friend who just hasn't found the right human friend yet. So that's what he's going to be looking for in this story. So Beagle, the unimaginary friend. He was born on an island far away where imaginary friends were created. Here they lived and played, each eagerly waiting to be imagined by a real child. Every night he stood under the stars hoping for his turn to be picked by a child and given a special name. He waited for many nights. But his turn never came. His mind filled with thoughts of all the amazing things that were keeping his friend from imagining him. So rather than waiting, he did the unimaginable. He sailed through unknown waters and faced many scary things, but thinking about his friend gave him the courage to journey on. Until he reached the real world. The real world was a strange place. No kids were eating cake. No one stopped to hear the music, and everyone needed nap time. Then he finally saw something familiar, so he followed it. So that's what he's following, this little guy here. He knows he's from the same place as Beagle. He had a good feeling about this place. But he looked everywhere, and he could not find his friend. He climbed to the top of a tree and looked out, wishing and hoping his friend would come. There he is. But no one came. He thought about how far he'd come and how long he'd waited and felt very sad. Then he heard a noise below. Hello! Her face was friendly and familiar, and there was something about her that felt just right. At first, they weren't sure what to do. Neither of them had made a friend before, but after a little while, they realized they were perfect together. And so here they're kind of laughing at each other, maybe talking, maybe telling a joke or something, and he asks her a question. He says, "I'm Beagle," and the little girl says, "Hi, Beagle." So they're just kind of meeting each other and becoming friends. Beagle and Alice had many new adventures. They shared their snacks and they told funny jokes. The world began to feel a little less strange. And together, they did the unimaginable. So Beagle's cute. I thought that was a fun story. It's really kind of just about being a friend and how friends make us happy. And right now I know that we are kind of all in our houses and we're not going to school and we're not maybe doing some other activities that we normally would be doing. But something that I wanted to challenge you to do today was to think of your favorite kindergarten moment that you've had. We've had quite a few in our class in just the short time that we have been together. We had our first couple of days together, which maybe you guys don't remember that. I do vividly remember that. Everybody coming in and we're kind of crazy and we're doing things that are fun that we usually don't do during the day. Like I think we're writing on the tables and building and doing all kinds of fun stuff. Another fun day that I remember is our Valentine's party and the ice cream buffet of candy and good stuff that we had. That was super fun. And then Dr. Seuss Day is one of my favorite memories when the Cat in the Hat, remember how the Cat in the Hat snuck in and was purring and making noises at the door and we didn't know what it was, and then the Cat in the Hat appeared and came in and read us a story. I thought that was awesome. It was a perfect ending to a fun day where we just got to celebrate Dr. Seuss and do all kinds of cool activities like Oobleck. So what I want you to do today is think about a time. It doesn't have to be anything that happened in our class. Maybe it happened with your teacher that you were with before. But think of your most favorite kindergarten memory and think about what you did and who you did who you were with and what kinds of things you were doing that made that time extra special. And you can draw a picture of that if you'd like to, or maybe you just want to draw a picture of one of your friends that you had that experience with. And you could also try to maybe write a sentence, try to write something about that day or that time and what was so special about it. And then hopefully when we get back to school, we can share some of those just to kind of remember how awesome kindergarten has been so far. So I hope that you do that. Let's see. So today I will include links for parents. Scholastic has an awesome website available to everyone right now. I'm linking it directly to the kindergarten books that they have that are available. There's 5 days worth of things. this is a great website because these books have words that are very familiar. They are sight words. Your child may not be able to read all of the words in the book, but they can help you read the book. So that is a great website. They have a couple activities. I think there's a video. There's good stuff there, so check that out. The other thing I'm going to include is a link to games that you can play on Alexa. I know a lot of us have Alexa at home, and it's a fun way to just have something else to do other than staring at the computer. So Alexa games are fun. I'll link that. The last thing I'm going to link today is a virtual field trip. I have seen these all over the internet right now, and this one is really cool. It's from the Seattle Aquarium, and I thought this was neat because there is a lady who takes you on the tour and kind of tells you what you are seeing. So it's kind of fun. Get your mind thinking about all the creatures that are in the ocean, maybe. Just kind of fun, something different. So the other thing I'll link is a sight word song that we sometimes sing in class too, just again to keep us thinking. So I hope everyone has a great day. If you have something that you have done at home that you would like to share with me, please have mom or dad take a picture of it and send it to me on Parent Square. And I do not have my book that I was going to read tomorrow. It is a Pete the Cat book. Pete the Cat and his magic sunglasses, I think. It's something about that. So Pete the Cat tomorrow. I hope you all have a great day, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.